People that knew Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Dee Dee in real life are speaking out. The truth about Gypsy Rose Blanchard continues to be exposed, and this time it's the people that met them in real life that are helping us get the word out. So this story takes place in summer of 2011. Gypsy Rose Blanchard was 20 years old, and at that time they were part of a nonprofit organization for kids with disability. I'm not going to give the name because honestly I don't want any negativity to go towards that nonprofit. It's not their fault that Gypsy was a scammer. This story is being told by a woman named Nicole. She told her story to a content creator named Bitchin, and she said that at that time her daughter was 8 years old. They had the same activity coordinator, so her daughter and Gypsy Rose were around each other quite a few times. Now, her daughter has autism, and at that time she was considered to be nonverbal because she was actively practicing talking more and more. During some of these outings, the parents are actually told or encouraged to kind of step back, let the kids do their own thing. This activity took place in a zoo, and the kids were painting. So Gypsy Rose was on one table, her daughter was on another table, and Gypsy Rose asked for paint, but in her normal voice, not in that little girl voice that she gives all the time. And her daughter was like, well, that's interesting, and asked Gypsy, how do you change your voice like that? She thought it was really cool. Well, Gypsy turned to this 8 years old, remember she was 20 at the time, and told her, the same way I'll use my thumbs to push your eyeballs to the back of your skull. And this little girl freaked out. She was 8 years old, okay? She ran to her mom crying and told her, like, we need to get out of there. She kind of felt like she was going to have a meltdown. And at that age, she just didn't want to have a meltdown in front of other people. So her mom took her to the car right away and asked her what happened. And the daughter was so emotional, and that's understandable. A 20-year-old woman that's acting like a little child tells that to a little girl is completely insane. But she also talks about Dee Dee's demeanor. She said that Dee Dee was acting really strange, like she was very on edge. She looked really stressed. She said Dee Dee was acting like a battered spouse, like Gypsy asked her for something to drink, and Dee Dee like jumped up, like completely was stressed, looking around. She was completely flustered, like she felt bad that she didn't think ahead of time, like, hey, Gypsy's gonna want something to drink. It was just really strange for them to see. And then her daughter at such a young age, 8 years old, she didn't like Gypsy. She thought Gypsy was like a spoiled brat. She was fake. She was bratty to everybody. And they did encounter them a little bit after that. Like Nicole was kind of trying to stay away from them, but sometimes they would run into each other, like at events like Milk and Cookies with Santa or walks downtown to the arts department or whatever. The story gives us two things. First of all, Gypsy Rose was around people. She was not being locked away like she tells everybody she is. And second, we see a different look of Gypsy Rose Blanchard because for the most part, the adults that have spoken out, Gypsy was really good at acting. But let me know, what do you guys think about this? I mean, does this change the way you're looking at Gypsy Rose Blanchard? This week, I'm going to have a few other stories of people that knew Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Dee Dee in real life, and you're going to be shocked. Let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, don't forget